Ladies and gentlemen, I am Joshua Boston, and here are your final results of the USA Today 301. Your winner after a very eventful race at New Hampshire Motor Speedway is Matt Kenseth. Second went to Tony Stewart, third was Kevin Harvick, Kyle Larson finished fourth, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. was fifth, Kyle Petty was sixth, AJ Allmendinger got seventh, eighth to Dario Franchitti, Martin Truex Jr. finished ninth, and 10th was Steve Park. 11th went to Kurt Busch, David Gilliland finished 12th, 13th to Bubba Wallace, 14th was Matt DiBenedetto, Michael McDowell finished 15th, Ty Gibbs was 16th, Bernie Lamar was 17th, Chase Elliott ended up 18th, 19th to Brad Keselowski, and 20th was Greg Biffle. 21st to Carl Edwards, 22nd Clint Bowyer, 23rd was Corey LaJoie, Denny Hamlin 24th, Ryan Blaney was 25th, 26th to Jeff Gordon, 27th to Danica Patrick, 28th to Mark Martin, Cruz Ramirez finished 29th as the last car in the lead lap, and Dave Marcus finished 30th, one lap down. 31st to Ryan Newman, 32nd to Joey Logano, the last car on track. The rest of the field all crashed out. Austin Dillon 33rd, 34th David Reagan, Josh Berry 35th, and Jimmy Johnson went out, finishing 36th and dead last after having his engine expire. Your top 20 in the points standings look like this after New Hampshire. Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson are both tied for the championship points lead after today's race. Denny Hamlin is 40 points back in third. Martin Truex Jr. is 48 back. Kyle Petty is 60 back. Matt Kenseth 65 back. Jeff Gordon 72 back. Ryan Blaney is 94 back. Steve Park 110 back. And Mark Martin is 113 back in 10th. 11th is Ty Gibbs 121 back. 144 back is Jimmy Johnson. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 153 back. Joey Logano is 190 back. David Reagan 203 back. Tony Stewart 208 back. Josh Berry is 235 back. Carl Edwards 252 back. Kevin Harvick is 19th, 263 back. And David Gilliland rounds out the top 20, 273 out of the lead. The coverage of the USA Today 301 has been brought to you under an exclusive media license granted by the New Hampshire Motor Speedway to NBC Sports and the Performance Racing Network solely for the private non-commercial use of our listening and viewing audience. Any publication, reproduction, or other use of the accounts or descriptions contained in these broadcasts without the express written permission of NASCAR and its broadcast partners is strictly prohibited. Play-by-play for NBC were Rick Allen, Steve Letarte, and Jeff Burton. Play-by-play for PRN were Mark Garrow and Doug Rice. Your return announcers for PRN were both Rob Albright and Pat Patterson. Pit reporters for NBC were Marty Snyder, Dave Burns, and Parker Kligerman. PRN's pit reporters were Brad Gilley, Alan Cavana, and Brett McMillan. Your pre-race show host for NBC was Marty Snyder, and the pre-race show hosts for PRN were Mark Garrow and Doug Rice. Now on behalf of all of our New England fans, everybody on NBC and on PRN, I'm Joshua Boston. Once again, we congratulate Matt Kenseth on his third win of the season, and he gets it at the Magic Mile of New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Up next, we head to Nashville Superspeedway for the Ally 400, only on NBC and on PRN, the Performance Racing Network.